Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna. Today we would be narrating the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna as compiled in the book Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, also known as Krishnabook.
Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. May Lord Krishna bless you.
Chapter 4. Kans begins his persecutions. After Vasudeva adjusted things as they had been before he carried Krishna to Gokul, and all the doors and gates became similarly closed, the gatekeepers awoke and heard the newborn child crying. Kans was waiting to hear the news of the child's birth, and the gatekeepers immediately approached him and informed him that the child was born. At that time, Kans got up from his bed very quickly, and he became perplexed now that his death was approaching. Immediately he proceeded toward the place where the child was born. Devaki, on seeing her brother approaching, prayed in a very meek attitude to Kans, "My dear brother, please do not kill this female child. The omen was that you are to be killed by a male child, so please do not kill her. My dear brother, you have killed so many of my children who were just born. But now I beg you to excuse this girl at least. Let her live as my daughter." Kans was so cruel that he did not listen to the pitiful prayers of his sister Devaki. He forcibly grabbed the newborn child to rebuke his sister and attempted to dash the child on a stone mercilessly. But the child immediately slipped out of his hands, went up into the sky, and appeared with 8 arms as the younger sister of Vishnu. She was decorated with nice garments and flower garlands and ornaments. In her 8 hands, she held a bow, lance, arrows, sword, conch shell, disc, club, and shield. Seeing the appearance of the child, who was actually the goddess Durga, all the devas from the different planets presented her with various articles and began to offer their respective prayers. From above, the goddess addressed Kans, "You rascal, how can you kill me? The child who will kill you is already born before me somewhere within this world. Don't be so cruel to your poor sister." After this appearance, the goddess Durga became known by various names in various parts of the world. After hearing these words, Kans became very much overwhelmed with fear. Out of pity, he immediately released Vasudeva and Devaki from the bondage of their shackles and very politely began to address them. He said, "My dear sister and brother-in-law, I have acted just like a demon in killing my own nephews, your children. I am surprised, however, that the celestial prophecy has not come true. Because I believed in the words of the celestial denizens, I have committed so many sins by killing the children of my sister. You are both very great souls. Kindly excuse the atrocities I have committed against you." While Kans was speaking, tears flowed from his eyes and he fell down at their feet. Believing the words of Durga Devi, Kans immediately released his brother-in-law and sister. He personally unlocked the iron shackles and very sympathetically showed his friendship for his family members. When Devaki saw her brother so repentant, she also became pacified and forgot all his atrocious activities against her children. Vasudeva also, forgetting all past incidents, spoke smilingly with his brother-in-law. Vasudeva took the opportunity of Kansa's benevolence and informed him that his atheistic activities were also due to this misconception of life. When Vasudeva talked with Kans in such an illuminating way, Kans became very pleased and his guilt for killing his nephews subsided. With the permission of his sister Devaki and brother-in-law Vasudeva, he returned to his home with a relieved mind. But the next day, Kans called all his counselors together and narrated to them all the incidents that had happened the night before. All the counselors of Kans were demons and eternal enemies of the Devas, so they became depressed upon hearing their master speak of the night's events. And they began to give instructions to Kans as follows. "Dear sir, let us now make arrangements to kill all children who were born within the last 10 days in all towns, counties, villages, and pasturing grounds. Although Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, and Lord Brahma are always ready to help the Devas, we have no reason to be afraid of them. But we must not neglect them, for the Devas are our enemies. We must be careful to protect ourselves." The demons continued to say, "We must now be very careful of the Devas before they get too strong to be subdued. The foundation of the strength of the Devas is Lord Vishnu, because the ultimate goal of all religious principles is to satisfy him. The Vedic injunctions, the brahmanas, the cows, austerities, sacrifices, performances of charity, and distribution of wealth are all for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. So, let us immediately begin by killing all the brahmanas who are in charge of the Vedic knowledge, along with the great sages who are in charge of sacrificial, ritualistic performances. Let us kill all the cows, which are the source of butter, which is so necessary for performing sacrifices. Please give us your permission to kill all these creatures. Thus, being advised by his demoniac ministers, Kans decided to persecute the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. He ordered the demons to harass all kinds of saintly persons. The result of persecuting saintly persons is not only untimely death, the act is so offensive that the perpetrator also gradually loses his beauty, his fame, and his religious principles, and thus his promotion to higher planets is checked. An offense at the lotus feet of the devotees and Brahmins is a greater offense than that committed at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 4th chapter of Krishna. Kans begins his persecutions. Namaste.
Hari Bol.